Hey y'all, so today we're going to do something a little different. I'm not really going to explain to you what I'm doing or what products I am using, but I will list them in the description. But I want to talk about my hobbies, likes, and interests. So I thought I'd be a little different today. First of all, one thing I really like is food. I love food. I love eating food. I love cooking food. I'm not picky. I will try anything at least once. Food makes me super happy. I love trying new restaurants. I love trying other people's cooking. I eat weird foods. I put mayonnaise in my green beans, my ravioli. I put spaghetti, or I'm sorry, I put ranch in spaghetti, and I actually put ranch in a lot of things. And I even put mayonnaise in my pinto beans, and I mix them up with cornbread and sometimes onions. I love condiments. I don't like anything dry. I will put extra mayonnaise on my sandwiches. I love dipping sauces. I love sauces and I love spicy stuff. I cannot order a 10-piece chicken nugget without having at least 3 options of dipping sauce. My favorite food would probably have to be Mexican. And my favorite place to eat, I would have to say Kickback Jack's. I go there quite a bit, and not only is it just like a fun place to go, I end up running into people I know and having fun, but I love their food, and there's just not a single restaurant around here that I can find that compares to that. I don't know what it is, but everything on the menu is super, super good. I also love a good old home style southern home meal, like fried chicken and collard greens, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. That's also like really up there. Broccoli casserole. I know Thanksgiving is coming up, and I'm super excited about that. Another interest is, or a hobby, I guess, I love watching movies and series. I would probably, well, I know I would rather be at home and sit on the couch or laying in the bed watching a movie with Bradley, or we've actually been binge watching The Walking Dead. I had before that binge watched Grey's Anatomy. I know I'm a little late on both of those, but yeah, that's just what I do. But I love movies, especially scary movies, but I love any kind of movie, really. I'm not picky when it comes to movies. Besides, I like a good drama or a comedy or a horror film. But I just think there's like no safer place than being at home in your pajamas and laying in your own bed or on your couch. I do kind of have an addiction to makeup, which is shocking, right? Well, yeah, it's true. Probably worse than you think. I love Farmasi, like absolutely, that's my number one brand of makeup, but I still love to experiment with other products and other brands, whether it be drugstore or high-end. TJ Maxx and Target are my 2 favorite places to go and just browse through the makeup aisle. I watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of Instagram. That's how I have actually taught myself. It's just like curiosity kills the cat. I don't know what it is, but I feel when I'm kind of feeling down or something, if I go buy makeup, even if it's something Wet n Wild from Walmart, it just makes me happy that I'm able to try it out. Whether I like it or not, it's up in the air, but it's like a hoarder thing, a collection of, it's very satisfying to be able to add something else to my collection. But I just love it all. I love makeup, period. I also really like old school music. I would rather listen to old school music as opposed to nowadays music, the present day. There's just something about the older generation. These kids nowadays just really don't even have a clue. As far as rappers, Biggie and Tupac, Eminem's old stuff, like their stuff's so much better than the rappers these days. I actually went to a Kiss concert too when I was about 12 or between 12 and 14. I don't remember, but my stepdad is a really big Kiss fan, and that's where we went. Love the movie Detroit Rock City, but I love old rock bands. I really like Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Journey, all that stuff. Just brings back like a childhood memory when I hear those songs, and they just make so much more sense than some of the stuff you hear now. And so most of the time my playlist consists of older music, whether it be rap, hip hop, R&B, or rock, or even older country. Love me some Shania Twain and Garth Brooks. Nature walks. I love nature walks and hiking. I'm not an outdoorsy girl. You ain't gonna catch me fishing or hunting or camping is not like really my thing. I will do it. I'm always up for anything. I'm not scared to do it. I'm just such a girly girl. I would rather stay inside or go to a hotel as opposed to being in a tent. Just a little, I get a little bored when it comes to fishing, and I don't like touching worms, so but I do love nature walks. I loved getting some fresh air, getting some exercise. It cleanses my soul. I love the views. I love feeling that I've accomplished something. And I really like spending quality time with Bradley. And when we get away from the world and no chaos around us and nothing to worry about, it's just me and him and nature, and we get to walk and talk about life. And it's just so therapeutic. So I really, really love nature walks, even though I haven't been in a while. It's actually kind of a thing there for a little while. We were going, but we have not been as much as we should be going. But it is great to have like it's like a reset button. And I just really enjoy that. I'm also a cat lover. I haven't always been a cat lover. I do have 2 cats, Linda and Lucy. We've only had them for a couple years. I used to only like dogs. I wasn't crazy about cats, but since we got Linda and Lucy, I have definitely became more attached to cats. They are a lot easier to take care of, in my opinion. And I love that if you want to go on vacation, you really don't have to worry about finding someone to babysit your cat. They pretty much take care of themselves as long as you have enough food and water for them. The only thing that sucks is the litter box, but it's not too big of a deal. I guess it's better than having to take a dog outside 10 times a day. I love roller coasters. Carowinds oh my gosh, brings back so many childhood memories too. We used to go every year, all summer long. As an adult, I have not been as much as I wish I could go. It's just gotten so expensive. I do love Dollywood as well. I've only been there once though, but Carowinds is definitely a fun place for me. Even now as an adult, I love a roller coaster. I would have to say Vortex is my favorite. If it's even still there, I'm not even sure, but the one where you stand up. And I did ride the Fury once. That was insane. But yeah, I definitely can't wait until it opens back up and the pandemic's over, because I really want to go to Carowinds. My favorite vacation spot, look at that coverage. My favorite vacation spot is the beach. I don't care what beach. I just love the beach. There's really nothing else I can say. Y'all know what I mean. If I could live there, I would. Need I say more? One other thing I love that just absolutely tickles my pickle, and it's the most exciting thing for me to do, is watch my kids play ball. I don't care if it's baseball or football or basketball. I really, really enjoy watching both my kids play ball, even though Cash is the more athletic one and he's usually more into sports. But Bentley has played all his life as well. But I am a very involved parent when it comes to sports. I will get them anything that they need. I like for them to have the best of what they need, whatever they're comfortable with. As far as like their gloves, their helmet, or whatever they have to have, I will kind of go above and beyond. Thank God for Bradley too, that he's in my life, because he's so into sports and he's such an athlete as well. So that's really how my kids have bonded with him. And he's so involved as a step parent. It's just unbelievable. And I just really, really appreciate him, and my kids absolutely adore him. Um, but even as a child growing up too, I was actually pretty athletic. I was on the swim team, track team, cheerleading, volleyball, and basketball. Basketball was my main thing. I wished I would have tried out for softball, but I didn't think that I'd be any good at it, but which I think I probably would have been. I'm not the most coordinated person in the world. I was lanky and tall and clumsy, but I wasn't too bad, and me being a tall girl, it was usually beneficial, so. But yeah, there's nothing like being able to sit in them stands and watching your kid play ball and they do something great, like, score a touchdown or catch a ball, just catching the ball, or doing something good on defense. I mean, I don't care what it is. Like, I'm such a supporter, and I root them on and I encourage them. And I don't know, but I just really love watching my kids play sports. That's like so fun to me. I would rather do that than anything. Be like, my friends are like, hey, let's go out and party. No, my son has a game and that's where I'm going to be. I really do like being a good role model, especially for little girls like my little nieces and a lot of little girls that look up to me. It does make me feel important. They don't see they don't see flaws. They're so pure and innocent. And, I feel the most comfortable around little girls than anybody in the whole world, because they look at me and think, oh my God, she's like a princess. And they just love my makeup and my videos. And I love that I'm inspiring little girls, and I love being able to teach them and show them how to put makeup on and to make them feel beautiful. I know kids these days grow up in this crazy world where they may lose confidence in how the way they look, and they have feel the need to like be perfect like these models they see on Instagram and on TV. And I just like love having little moments with kids, especially girls, even though I don't have a girl, so I've always had to be the boy mom. So, I really appreciate little girls and my nieces and other people in my family and my friends' kids that I have got to know. But yeah, it's just little girls are fun. Another hobby that I would love to be able to do is paint. Um, in school, I always took art classes. I was always really good at drawing, art in general, period. I think that is one reason why I might be as good as I am at makeup, because it is definitely an art form. I'm not the best artist in the world, but I would love to be able to take like an art class of some sort and be like a Bob Ross. Not I've never done the actual, what is it, like the where you go and drink wine and you paint. What is that called? But I think that would be really fun. I do like to drink wine. I love going to vineyards and stuff. But yeah, I would love to learn how to paint. And I mean, that's like my sitting at my vanity doing my makeup is like my happy place. So it'd be nice to have another hobby like that where, you I don't know why the image in my mind when I think of painting is like from the movie The Notebook, where she's sitting there naked and she's got like the sheet wrapped around her, and she's just he had made her art room, and I just thought that was so cool. Like, I could just see myself doing that and drinking coffee, and I don't know, just seeing what I can come up with. But I did not like this bronzer, by the way. It was too orange. I kept having to use the lighter shade because the darker side was like really too orangey, and I kept picking up too much pigment. You'll see in a minute. Also like dancing. Dirty Dancing is probably one of my favorite movies, of course. That's probably everybody's favorite movie, every female's favorite movie. And there's the bronzer. um, but I do love to dance. Love dancing, whether it be in my own home, in my kitchen, or trying to do TikToks, which I usually look ridiculous when I try those. This dances, like the way that they dance these days is so different from like when I was growing up. I feel like I cannot dance. I feel like I used to be able to dance really good, but whatever their style of dancing is nowadays, I feel so uncoordinated. But I still like to try. But I definitely just love dancing in general, and anytime I hear music, I just, you feel that beat and you got that. I do have rhythm. I guess I get that from my dad. My mom's not necessarily the best dancer, but my dad's got some moves, people. He is a trip. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of hobbies and interests and likes here. Cosmetology is actually where I would love to be able to go to school. I think that would be either trying to do eyelash extensions or microblading or cosmetology is three things, or even an esthetician. I love skincare, but I don't know, I'm just not into skincare that much. I'm more into makeup. I am pretty good at hair, considering I did used to do a lot of little updos for like my cousins and my sister when they would have proms or formals, and some of my friends' daughters, I have done their hair and makeup. As far as like updos and everything, coloring, I guess I'm not too bad with color, but I've never really experienced much with cutting hair. I used to take some clippers to my dad, and I didn't do too bad of a job there, but and my kids a few times. But I think I would definitely be something that I would learn quick, and maybe one day. But I'm 36, so I don't know. When I think about going back to school, sometimes I just kind of freak out about it and think that it's too late. So I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Makeup. I wish I could just go do. My dream would be like to do makeup for Hollywood or the newscast people or something. You know what I mean? But I don't know really locally how would you start with that? Or to be like a famous makeup YouTuber, but I just don't have the computer skills for that, to be honest. I really can't think of much else. I do like spending time with family. I have a large family, and I've got parents. I've got my mom side, my dad's side, and my stepmom's side, and my stepdad's side. But I would probably have to say I'm more closest to my stepdad's family than any side of the family, which is really crazy to hear, but it's true. My stepdad and my mom actually are not even together anymore, but I've known the family since I was just a little baby, maybe 6 months old, and I am the first grandchild. But I definitely love spending time with them. And Christmas was always fun for me growing up because I had so many gifts from all these 4 different sides of the family, and that was always just like, wow, like overwhelming. I got way too much. I did not need all that, but it's definitely been a blessing to have so many people in my life and have so much love around me, and just so many people that have done so much for me. It's just crazy. It's made me who I am today, and I couldn't be more thankful than my family. My favorite color is purple, which I don't even really wear purple. I don't hardly even my makeup or my clothing. I never really wear purple, but it's my favorite color. I honestly probably wear black more than I do anything. I do have a little bit of Cherokee Indian in me from my mom's side of the family. So I do tend to stay fairly dark. Not really dark, dark, but I've never been like pale, ghostly or anything. But especially this summer, I do get pretty good tan. I've got the dark hair, dark eyes. But honestly, I've never even met any of them. They're more like ancestors, I guess. But I know, pretty sure it's my mom's great grandmother was full-blooded Indian. I'm really not sure. I need to look into that. Casino might be owing me a check. No, I'm just kidding. I do like shopping. My favorite places to shop is TJ Maxx and Target. I used to like Ross, but honestly, I just don't have a whole lot of luck in there anymore. It's kind of getting like picked over. I love TJ Maxx. The clothes, everything in there is usually in the now I do like Ross's home decor stuff area. I always find stuff in Target. I mean, who don't? Definitely would rather go to Target than Walmart. And I do like Starbucks, but I'll tell you honestly, Emerson's in the mall, the little coffee shop in the Valley Hills Mall, I feel like it's the best coffee shop there is. I don't think it compares to Starbucks, and it could just be from where I'm so used to the way that they make their coffees, because that's where I got a coffee from every day when I worked at Sephora for almost 4 years. And honestly, McDonald's too. Their coffees, the iced vanilla latte with an extra shot of espresso and caramel drizzle is now my new favorite go-to drink, and so much more affordable than Starbucks. I just don't have a lot of luck with Starbucks. Every time I try something, it costs me $8 or $9 for the drink, and I'm like, I mean, it's overrated. But we will wrap this up. We are setting the face now. Our last step, fanning us out, looking all fancy. And this is the results, guys. I try to do like a halo smoky eye. This isn't my most favorite look, but it is definitely not too bad. But thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.